Mimic can be a real powerful one. FLAUREN down to 200 health here. And I have to admit, the Jax matchup, it gets better, right? Yeah. This is not the happy fun times of it just in general. And CANNA is right now having a very good time on the knock.
Yeah, I think it's also... Oh, hang on.
Oh dear, a little bit more of a battle. I'm sure we'll let you talk at some point. Is he doesn't have flash anymore. XIAOXIANG is just dead. First blood goes over to CALISTE, and that is exactly not who you want to be getting first blood. Oh dear, we might be certifying this very, very, very early in this game. Already 1,000 gold up. Here is KC. And, I mean, DCG, they managed to steal away a red buff. Pop9 was trying to do that for the entirety of this early game, and at least he was successful.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to reset, immediately go towards that top scuttle, because that's what YIKE gave up.
In BUSIO, that's been making a lot of these roams work.
And this is what we haven't got to see in the LEC from BUSIO, because we haven't been on these engaged supports. Like, we got to see a little bit on the Bard, and sometimes on the Seraphine, but he really has been more catered to the lane. Now that he's on the rail, already starting to roam, starting to make plays, it feels like a much better spot for KC.
Well, FLAUREN looking for an engage, but not exactly optimal timing here as the flash gnaw from CANNA gets the wallop, and down he goes. Oh dear, that blink of an eye, and that's just 2 kills over to KC already here in this game.
Yeah, you can already see that gold lead is going to be very big for CANNA. The CS, the kill, and the turret plates going across. This counter pick in disguise has not really quite worked out for FLAUREN.
Yeah, and I was about to say it before, there have been wrong! And they're looking for even more. XIAOXIANG is going to go down yet again. The Dawning Shadow to try and keep him alive as he flashes to get to relative safety. But CALISTE still just having the best of times.
The tickles, though, kind of doing a little bit more. XIAOXIANG has to be careful.
Yeah, it does have the piercing darkness there to get his health bar back up again. But as the dust settles, it still feels like KC absolutely in the driver's seat.
Is FLAUREN dead?
FLAUREN is currently alive. Still alive.
Okay.
Still alive. Wandering away.
3-2
will be out of lead strike. We're all right.
Okay. But yeah, I was going to say, CANNA's been doing a great job in the matchup. Like, even at the level 1, he takes the hop, ends up looking for the trade, gets a ward. That means that then FLAUREN's not able to play hyper-aggressive on the level 1 and use that counter-strike effectively. So, getting that early push, and I think it's since that, CANNA's just been in solid control of this top lane matchup. And even XIAOXIANG, basically with this dragon something.
CALISTE is just going to skate on over and grab another kill. That what? Hang on. Rel isn't a jungler anymore, right?
No.
Huh.
I had to do a double take to be like, he has Aftershock, right?
Yeah, and Shattering Strike was very much nerfed.
Yeah.
Okay, so a bit of a miss smite there from Pop9.
Down, make him Pop9 crash out, basically.
Yeah. Okay, well, damage, but not too much. Pop9 making his way over. And there is a hook onto CALISTE. He needs to get to the wall, and he does skate it on over. Good buffer there as well. Piercing Darkness comes down. He's looking to use the ulti just to try and escape. He flashes, and the auto doesn't come through. Avoids the ulti, as there's the barrier to avoid the sigil. And it's actually DCG that lose out on the play.
How the hell did CALISTE not go down? That is everything.
That is when, you know, you got lemons make lemonade. He was making lemonade in that bottom lane.
I don't know, but what? That is insane. Like, even the barrier at the very end to stop HONGSUO with the sigil.
And the fact that the barrier was so early is going to try and throw the house at this one, and FLAUREN's going to have to get out of there. YIKE wanting more, and he has so much health. Like, this is just ludicrous. FENG's going to have to flash away and lead them on a wild goose chase to try and stop the battle. Extendo Beam actually hitting as YIKE comes on over, does get snared, throws out the smite, but he's got Vault Breaker to get over that wall, and FENG is very, very dead, ladies and gentlemen. It's just going to take a little bit of time. There it is.
I was kind of hoping that he would run so far that CANNA just kind of got to step in the lane for a second to get it comfortably,
as BUSIO's still going in. Not scared of perfect games being lost or anything like that, like I am, as it's a 10,000 gold lead, 17 minutes in. The game time we're chasing is approximately 21 minutes. We'll see whether they can beat that as well, as their cease and desist onto Pop9. He just explodes, and they look to try and lock down CALISTE. He flashes away and doesn't get over the wall. There goes the perfect game, but KC is still looking for the team fight, and I think they'll find it as CANNA makes a pretty dramatic entrance as he crushes over the wall. And KC, yeah, it's not perfect, but it looks pretty close.
CALISTE was so close to escaping that, but it will be the kill going over. Still KC in a great spot. They're going to push in on bot side. KANNA looking to disturb this mid lane as well. Yeah, you can see even there where it looked like maybe there was something for DCG. The
depth charge does come on down. FLAUREN finding the angle there. Blasco gets him to relative safety though, and KALISTE is still able to rain death down from safety. Petrifying Gaze is not scary at all, but there is a dead FLAUREN, and YEON is just running amok. Yeah, nothing that this Senna can do. And 3 on the floor here for DCG, and there's the Shelly. Not quite dancing, but just getting some work done by herself here in this top lane. As this game is, I mean, it's been over for quite some time, but it is an absolute shellacking here for KC as they look to take themselves a Baron and break open the base.
Yeah, I respect the effort from DCG, like, throw a Hail Mary, see if it lands, but yeah, KC able to escape away. And yeah, the Shillelaghs are out. Everyone's just kind of getting bonked on the head at this stage.
It is, it's not a very fun time here for DCG. Hopefully they're focusing on what to do in order to make the reverse sweep happen. Because I think that is where your mind needs to be. I think getting caught up in the emotions of this particular game would be folly. 3 minutes on this Mountain Soul, which is only going to make it even more difficult for DCG to do anything about KC moving in. As far as a Snowball Soul is concerned, it's a phenomenal one to get, because it just makes you way more durable while you're already doing bajillions of damage.
Yeah, I think KALISTE needed like 1 death sooner though, you know?
Yeah, yeah. It's all right, there's Magnustorm onto 2, looking real good there as KANNA is going to be the focus here of DCG, and you've got HONGSUO moving on over. That will be a dead Gnar, but can they then keep themselves alive in this fight as Feng's going to go down? Petrifying Gaze for a bit of damage onto the Jax, who dives into the backline and immediately dies. It's YIKE in that backline though, looking for HONGSUO, and no amount of funny business is going to save you from the devastating damage of this Vi and Zeri combo. Pop9 is very dead. That's a double kill to come through from KALISTE, getting some revenge after that previous death. It's going to be an ace, and this will be inhibitors. BUSIO is also just going to, I think he's surveying the area right now. And Hex flashing away. Yeah, this game, if it wasn't done before, it's pretty done now.
Yeah, I mean, a fantastic performance from both BUSIO and YIKE in this game, though. They have been everywhere from start to finish.
I like how we were having a conversation about how much better YIKE has been on the buys and things like this earlier on. It's just great to have a perfect example. Just roll up in game 2.
Just thank you. Now I can illustrate this later on when I need to prove the point.
And look, you've built my trust as well. I'm like, everything Dagda says, it's just on it.
That's not that should be taken.
As we said before, it was only that thing in the pregame that wasn't about you. Now everything actually is, as it turns out. Okay. BUSIO clearing our vision. Not a lot to clear, as it turns out, although YIKE is standing on the 1 ward, or 2 wards, that are here, and that is going to actually potentially cost him his life, as YEON trying to save him, and YIKE will be going down to his GA. Extended beam comes through from KALISTE as the rest of KC trying to move on over. That is a decent Petrifying Gaze, but YIKE will still be taken out. Comeback question mark? Maybe an opportunity as the flag drag flashes real nice from Pop9. And there's the depth charge onto YEON as well. Can they get another one as the snare comes down? HONGSUO, great timing there as well as he gets the distortion forward. But KALISTE is looking to wipe down Feng, and the Gnar ultimate from KANNA as he turns up just to lock the game down. They thought they had a chance for a few moments. Get that slingshot ready.
There's only 3 people in the DCG base.
Yes. FLAUREN isn't. He is getting the first turret for DCG. There you go. Nexus turrets are going down, though, as now KANNA looking for a bit of an angle. Finds a house, but not too much more, as now FLAUREN on a decent flank angle, wanting to get towards KALISTE if he can. But everyone else is in position to try and keep this Zeri safe. And FLAUREN just going to get pushed away. YEON actually just being relentless, just getting him out of there. Oh my goodness, looked like the Magnustorm did that damage, but it wasn't. It was the damage dealers out of KC just doing so much work. And we don't want to show it. We're not allowed to. It's just too much obliteration as we'll go back to KALISTE locking down this Nexus. And that is match point over to KC. Oh my goodness, booking themselves a ticket to a matchup against T1. Looks real close as they move to that match point.
Yeah, it's a watershed moment in that game, but I think it's a wake-up call for DCG, because, wow, that was an insane game 2 from KC.
We haven't seen like mega stomps like that for quite some time. But that was not close, and then continued to just be not close the whole game.
At least they got some kills.
Yeah, I guess there's that. What did you guys make of it over on the analyst desk?
Well, we made of it a great opportunity to be a member of the Blue Wall, as there was a lot to cheer for KC.
You know what? Close game. Nice try.
Close game. Close game. I'm putting the boat up. I'm putting the boat up.
Oh my god.
I've left one open.
Where's the final vote?
This was
Why did the game keep going? Give me
This
the green
was such
pen.
an FF.
Yes.
But this is one of those games that is deserving of flame if you vote no.
Yes.
This was crazy.
I would be mad.
They stopped them.
I
was not
think
close.
that if you get that much of a gold lead that early on, the game should just terminate. Just
Oh my god.
You
guys
guys 20K.
Yeah.
The mythical 20K.
wow.
Let's take a look at the gold graph to show exactly what it was, as there it is. It was not so good at 14 minutes. A 7,500 gold lead for Karmine Corp.
That's a big gold lead at 30 minutes.
Multiple people on the other team didn't load in. That's the kind of gold lead.
Yeah, and another one of the gold stats here. This is at 23,000
not
gold.
2,000, buddy.
23,462 gold. This is the largest lead ever in an international match. Great history here for KC. Tough for Free Love, DCG, as they're going to have to go back to the drawing board because this was all Karmine Corp.
Looking like Free Love.
I do think, though, I think you come out of that game and you don't try and address any individual points. You just circle and go, none of that.
Bro, none of that. Literally anything that could have tilted you off the face of the planet happened in this game. Like, they could have gotten CALISTE, who was just autoing the turret bot side, and then it was like, no, actually he survives, and the LeBlanc that roamed died in that play. Like, anytime they look for an option or a play, oh yeah, this one is another one that would tilt me off the planet. Oh my god!
I mean, this is just brutal. I mean, he's gonna die, so he's like, oh crap, I'm gonna die, I gotta smite.
It was 1,007 health.
I
That one specifically was just unlucky.
This one was tough too, though, because FENG actually canceled an auto when KALISTE was going over the wall, which would have meant he had to barrier early and wouldn't have had the barrier for the Q. And FENG actually misses on the ult. There was so many unforced errors in this one as well. You know, XIAOXIANG giving over the early first blood to KALISTE. He has no flash, which he lost early, and then he hooks in not even onto the Zeri, but he hooked directly onto the Rel when he has no health and no flash. So they were kind of giving him freebies left and right, but KC is clearly on a whole different level than DCG
And
Relove.
the craziest thing that started all of that was like the Jarvan invade. He goes for blue into red, gets pushed off of that one, then the map gets split so he can't even go topside, and then the Jax, who is in a pretty like aggro matchup, now has to play safe the entirety, so he loses lane. Like, literally, it was just dominoes being fallen and the entirety of DCG crying.
You know, in Series 1, we saw Jose really put ONER behind early, but ONER managed to stabilize, bring it back. There was a point where YIKE was just like 70 CS up.
Yeah.
And the 3 levels up, 3.5 levels, absolute decimation. This was brutal. Pop9 didn't really get to do anything in this game. He lost early, and the whole game just fell apart.
And I mean, obviously there is a lot of invades these days in the meta. People like to play for them. But I feel like when they did their 4-man invade towards Raptors, they kind of gave it away of what they would be trying to do. And I thought it was pretty unlikely that KC would have no defensive wards after they actually went in there and then they saw them walk out. And Pop9, it felt like he kind of just bet the game on the fact that they wouldn't place a single defensive ward, because he went blue to enemy Raptors, which was warded, and he had no pushing lane mid or bot, so there was never going to be support. So as soon as YEON started walking over to defend the red, he's immediately had to leave, and then he was completely homeless, and YIKE took his whole top side of the map, and like you said, that screws over FLAUREN as well. So I just didn't think there was a very good thought process into the pathing. It's like, if you don't have pushing lanes, you don't know if they have vision, you can't 1v1 the enemy jungler, like there's just, like, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, you sell the game away. But another thing that I've noticed is like, this was, yes, a tremendously bad laning phase from bot lane, but also in game 1, I felt as though, like, K-Corp had a great laning phase as well. I think they've just been flat out laning them throughout the last 2 games, and it's only getting worse overall. So they need to be a new option, at least for the first 5 minutes, keep it stable, similar to the first game, but then still try and find a way and angles from XIAOXIANG to roam, but it's been looking tough.
You know what? I'm an optimist. I have a silver lining. It's only uphill from here. You cannot have a game this bad again in game 3 for Relove Decross Gaming. I don't think it's possible. I think it has to be better than this. This is
There's,
absolute
it's
floor.
rock bottom.
Rock bottom.
That is
Now
the
time
where
for
we
the
are.
slingshot.
That is the most
Ox is calling for the reverse
That is
sweep.
what he's doing. Again, it's just a tough debut here so far for Real Love Deep Cross Gaming, but it's not done yet. They still have an opportunity. Raz, I'm going to toss to you because you're the eternal optimist for teams that are usually
Sell
from
us
a
on
little
it.
bit further behind.
How are they
What
going
do
to
you
win
say?
this?
What do you say in the coaching room? Come on, Raz.
All right, boys. The last game doesn't exist. It doesn't matter. We're going into game 2. Shoutsy, get your butt on Alistar. We're leaving the lane.
Raz, that was 5 seconds, and then your voice cracked, man. All
Yeah.
right.
What am I supposed to do?
We're going to see what Real Love Deep Cross Gaming
I'm
have
getting the
here
belt out.
into the buckets as we move over to game number 3 after this short break. You're watching MSI 2026.
Raz is working on his resume after that game too.
Yeah. How many blank?
Yeah.
Maybe one shot?
Jack's no flash.
Go here, whatever.
W and 2.
I'm one.
Connor, you have E?
I can go, I can again.
Done.
Yes, look, anyone.
Oh, he messed up.
Oh, go Nash, go Nash.
Okay.
That is match point over to KC. Oh my goodness, booking themselves a ticket to a matchup against T1. Looks real close as they move to that match.